Hello guys, my name is Emmanuel Adubi and you're welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is the first time you're visiting, please kindly subscribe to my channel and then also like my video. Welcome to eLearn iTech Skill. This channel is all about helping you get started in tech. If you are interested in learning a programming languages like Python, JavaScript, or you want to become a web developer or a front-end developer or back-end developer building RESTful API, this is the right channel. And every week I'll be dropping tutorials. I would like you to come back and learn, from time to time. You can as well suggest what topic you're having difficulty with, and I will as well try to help you to get the hang of it. So without further ado, let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to be showing you is, of course, I want to kind of show you my YouTube channel itself, just so you get familiar once you see the channel. All right, so here we go. So this is my YouTube channel. You can see this is what I do, eLearn iTech Skills. So this is the channel. All right, so basically I'm going to be dropping videos from time to time, teaching you all kinds of programming languages. All right, so today I'm going to be introducing Python to you. If you could, of course, I'm going to start with the Python basic. And as time goes on, I will be teaching Python for data science as well as Python for web development. All right. So without further ado, let's get started. All right. So to get started with Python is pretty straightforward. Unlike many other programming language, because of the fact that the syntax are not as hard as some other programming languages, and for the fact that it's super useful for a wide range of applications. So it's part of why it's highly recommended for beginners. All right, so to start with Python on your computer, you need to get it installed. And one of the popular places you want to go to is python.org. All right, so when you get to python.org, you can already see, if you click on the download section, in the download section, you can choose your operating system. And of course, I think this website is actually smart enough to know I'm currently on a Windows PC, but nonetheless, these are the options. You can click here if you're using Windows. And if you're not using Windows, let's say you're on Linux or Mac OS, you can click the operating system as well. So in my case, I click Windows. I already have installed anyway. But yeah, so you can install one of the latest version, or it's recommended that you install one of the latest version that is in stable release. You can see stable release here. So this is the latest 3.11.1. So, but this might not be a recommendation because it's not been in the market for a while. It has not been tested. So these are also other version that is just released, pre-release 3.12. And it was released on January 10, 2023. You might not want to install this one because, it might give you issues. All right, so if you want to download, you can just download it. I already have it installed, and I think I should still have Python here. I don't think I do. Okay, let me try to get one into my computer. And once you are done, done with the download, which is pretty fast. You can see my network is fast today, right? So it's almost done with the download. Yes, now the download is done. So to get it installed, you can just double click on the installer and it will open up the wizard. So the next thing you want to do is you want to add Python to path. So this way it will add it to your environment variable. That means it will make Python global on your computer so that when you want to use it on other editors like Visual Studio Code and Co, you will be able to use it as well. All right, so if I click on custom installation, it's best to actually use their default installation like so. But I already have it installed, so I will not be installing this. All right. So I'm going to cancel the installation because I already have installed. So now, what comes with this installation is the IDO, Python IDO itself. So the Python IDO looks pretty much something like this. It's already loaded. So here you already have the Python interpreter embedded in this editor. And of course, having the interpreter embedded in this editor, the advantage it gives you is that you don't need to install any plugin. You can already start writing Python. All right, so let's write the first line of code in Python. So to print out something in Python, you use the word print, then you put a bracket, then you put quotation if it is a string. So we can say hello world, like so. And if I click, you can see the output is right here. So the same way you can print out, words like this. Of course, this current version, you have to put a bracket in front of your print statement. However, you can as well get this output like so, and if you click, you still have it. Of course, this one is quoted, this is not. So these are important things you want to really, take note of, all right? So, and the same way, you can literally add two numbers together on the IDO, and then you have the results, and you can as well print them. Print 2 plus 2. Now, you notice here that I'm not actually quoting this. If you quote them, you thought you have converted it to string. So the arithmetic operation will not be performed. It will just print out 2 plus 2 instead. So let's try that. If I say print with quote 2 plus 2. So even though the code is exactly the same, oh, I didn't finish the code. Let me copy that, paste it back here. So even though I didn't finish, it's the what I wrote here is exactly the same thing I have here, except that this is quoted. So I print this out. This is going to print 2 plus 2 instead of printing 4, as opposed to what we had earlier. All right. So before we go too far, let me quickly introduce the concept of data type. So in Python and every other programming languages, we have what we call data type. And in Python, of course, one of the first things I might want to also introduce to you is what we call comment. So comment in programming language is a way, you document. Say, for example, I want to write some things that are descriptive in the code, but they are not going to have output. So I'm going to put hash symbol and say, this is comment in Python. So if I click enter like this, you can see that there's no output. It didn't say there's an error or anything like that. There's just no output. So this is comment, is not a mistake. All right. So it's not error. It's just, comment. All right. So that's how that goes. And so the reason I introduce comment right now is because I want to actually, type out some things that are just descriptive of what I'm about to start saying. And that is data type in Python. So data type in Python, we're talking about the different ways Python recognizes, data. For example, if I want a string, so anything in quotes, right? So anything in quotes is a string. So that's basically how that goes. Anything in quotes is a string. All right. So if I want integer is numbers without decimal points. So if I put 2 here, is an integer. And I can also check the data types. I can say print type. That's the data type 2. So it's going to tell me this is an integer. So if I want to check this other one too, I can say print, type hello world. okay, I didn't finish the code, the closing. So there are two brackets, so I must make sure that is correctly. And you can see this is string. So that's a major difference. That's something you want to really pay attention to. All right. Another data type is Boolean. And Boolean is true or false values. So I can say, let's say 3 equals to double equals to 3. That should print out true. So what I'm just doing is this is a comparison operator, like assignment operator. So double equals to compares two values. And when you compare two values and they are the same, it returns true. All right. So, and when you compare two values, they are not the same, it returns false. So if I say 2 equals to 4, of course we know that's false. So the answer is false. So that's basically how to, like idea around, Boolean value. So we also have another one called float, and that is any number with decimal. Any number with decimal point is a float. So if, let's say I print type 2.3, so you can see it gives me floats. So these are the major basic. Of course, there's also complex, but these are the major ones that you really need to know. You need to know we have string, we have integer, we have float, and we have Boolean. These are super, super important data types. So let me list them out just so you have them. Right? So we have data type in Python. Number 1, we have string. Number 2, we have float. Sorry, let me say int. It doesn't matter the order anyway. 3, we have integer, we have a float. And then 4, what else do we have? We have a Boolean. So these are different data types. We also have complex. But yeah, for the purpose of this class, I just want to let you know, all these few things. And in the next video, I'm going to be, expanding from these few ones that I've just shown you. It's just so you can already get started writing Python code, right? So I hope this video has been helpful to you one way or another. So yeah, that will be it for today. So see you in the next one. So please subscribe to my channel for more videos like this.